Yeah, this is going to be a World Heritage Site one day. I really think so. If Stonehenge is World Heritage level, I mean, come on. Maybe I should see if I could, I don't know, get a loan at the bank and try to buy up this side of the mountain first, but that's not how I roll. So, oh well. For about a year, we have known that this thing exists. We, that means you and me, and the prefectural forest manager, but that's only because it's on his map. He's never seen it with his eyeballs. You, me, and him, and that's about it. In a year of looking and asking and recruiting friends to look and research, no one's found anything. There's nothing on this. It's not labeled on any map. It's not talked about anywhere. It's not written about. It's not mentioned in Japanese history. Not even in Japanese mythology. And Japanese recorded history, written history, goes back a long way, over 1,000 years. Mount Hiba is mentioned. The tomb of the Japanese mother goddess on top of Mount Hiba is mentioned. But this thing, this colossal solar calendar, must have been lost and forgotten about over 1,000 years ago. Aerial photography finally showed it up, but it doesn't reveal its secrets. Like, what is it made of? How does it maintain itself? That is, how is it not swallowed up by tree cover? Well, I can answer these questions today and show you the lines today. Other mysteries remain. Who made it? When? Why here? Of all places. Those will have to wait for another day. I got as close as I could on my second try and was still blocked by that ding-dong river and deep ravine. The solar calendar spreads up from here on the other side of that river. Deep and steep. I took a couple of crapshoot shots, trying to aim into gaps between leaves. I couldn't see what I was doing at the time with the little viewfinder, the little foggy viewfinder. Everything is just different shades of green, and I just hoped I'd get something. I didn't even remember to clean my lens, and it's so humid here, if you don't remember to clean your lens and keep cleaning it, instead of this, you get this. I'm kicking myself now for having taken only 2 shots. I should have taken more. This isn't your childhood, Kyle, where you had to pay the photo hut for every lousy exposure. Yeah, I should have taken a couple of dozen shots. I should have laid down on my stomach, my big padded stomach, tried to get more down under the leaves. I should have done a lot of things differently. But there was a typhoon coming in fast. My wife and 2 small children were waiting for me on the road, far below, out of earshot. Actually, it turns out they weren't waiting. Hello? Now my family's gone. They were supposed to wait right here. And let me tell you, there's something in Hibagon country that dulls the mind. It's an oppressive, heavy, something in the air, and it dulls my mind. I lose IQ points out there. You say, well, how is that even possible, Kyle? If you lost any more IQ points, you'd be a rock. Well, yes, but it's true all the same. You make a plan, fine. You get out there, you forget your plan. You forget your own name. Anyway, 2 shots, that's all I got. We finished up on the mountain and drove home just in time. The leading edge of that typhoon overtook us. Next day, alone at my office, I check the camera, and yeah, we got it. We got it. Now here it is. And please appreciate the moment. As far as I know, ours, yours and mine, are the first eyes to see the lines in, for all I know, thousands of years. And this is a world first showing. And here they are right now. This log, judging by other trees observed in the area, I estimate it to be 2 meters long. And using that as a measuring stick, I estimate the lines to be 5 meters wide. There are 8 major lines. The longest of them is over 1 kilometer long. They go straight up, well, diagonally up on different angles, but straight up a rugged mountainside with astronomical precision. They are so well built that they have shrugged off every earthquake, every year of freezing and thawing, every flash flood, and everything else. They don't care about grades, how steep it is. They just go and go and go. They're so big and heavy and so deep that no seed, no pine cone can fall down into their cracks and live to grow up to push them apart. I guess every seed dies from lack of sunlight. So those are our lines, our majestic, monumental, colossal lines. And this was the crown achievement of our autumn 2022 Mount Hiba expedition. What is next? All right, next is getting down that ravine alive and across that river alive and getting back alive. I'm talking with my friend, the fireman. Let's call him Smokey. Smokey has accepted the challenge of getting me down there. I'm going to be his baggage and bringing me back up safely. Now, he's a rescue professional, and his hobby, in his spare time, he does rock climbing. He has all the ropes and gear. So he's the perfect man to come with me and take care of me. Yoichi might come, our friend Yoichi. Smokey's wife wants to come, and so does my wife. Now, someone will have to stay with the kids, and someone should stay on the civilization side of the river in a command vehicle so that they can go and get help if it's needed in case of emergency. But I think we can take turns with that role, and every adult who goes can have a chance to stand on these lines. We don't want to wait and do it in the spring because heavy snows here, up to 5 meters of snowfall over a winter. That's a lot of snow melt, and that river is going to be a monster. So too dangerous in spring. Not summer. The bugs are too bad. The mosquitoes, the spiders, the double-jawed land leeches. I want to subtract all of them and poisonous snakes from the equation, because we'll have enough risk with the steep ravine, the river, and slippery, mossy rocks. So we're looking to see it, if we can do it, this year, in the remainder of this year. It has to be this month or next, before those roads all close for winter. They're going to close for 5 or 6 months. I also think, look, there's a large amount of Hibagon, that's your Japanese Bigfoot, activity right here. Tons of structures, some of them copied straight out of the field guide. Large, inaccessible interior where no man or woman has gone since time immemorial. Rocky solar calendar ruin perhaps has its attractions for the Hibagon. It has for me. This might be prime Hibagon territory. Well, Smokey and I and our families will do our best. Next video, I will analyze the situation in more detail, try to illustrate it for you, and get into that huge scooped out of the hilltop. But here today is your Colossal solar calendar on Mount Hiba, debut to the world. I guess this is a good time to remind you I do accept donations. This discovery was made possible with the help of 3 donors. I thank them. You donors, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And for everyone, even $1 helps. And if everyone did give $1, we could get a cheap drone. If everyone gave $2 or $3, we could get a pretty good drone and send it flying over the solar calendar. Or, if Hibagon more floats your boat, we could send it up above this Hibagon main gate. I think this is one entrance to their Dragon Lord Mountain gated community. But I know times are tough all around. Consumer inflation here in Japan, consumer price inflation, is running at about 40% annualized. It's between 3 and 4% monthly, and of course that's compounding, making life tougher. But we are even tougher, so we'll be all right. And I know that's going on all over, so don't feel bad if you cannot donate, but if you can, feel good. Feel good today. This trip's donors and last year's donors. You all helped buy this camera, without which we wouldn't have these. So, donors, I believe you're getting something for your money, and I thank you. And a reminder, when you donate to me directly, YouTube doesn't bite out a big chunk. And with the Japanese yen as low as it is, if you donate $1, we here on our end, we're getting about $1.40 in the exchange. So that's a good deal. Okay, thank you donors one more time. Thank you, everybody. And extra special, super duper thanks to my plucky, sporting, brave wife and daughters. Okay, next, a closer examination of the vertex on which I am standing. Thank you, and I love you all.